Hey YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a concerning trend that I've been noticing in Christianity a lot lately. Actually, it's been there for years, but I've noticed it getting worse. I've been noticing it a lot more lately. People in ministry can become very judgmental about helping somebody who is asking the church for financial assistance if they pull up in a nice car and have nice clothes. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We've all seen it. A person asking for financial help from the church only to get into a nice car at the end of the day and drive off into the sunset in that sports car. Vroom. Oh, that makes us so mad. But should it? And does it always mean that somebody is taking advantage of the church? The short answer is, well, no. It does not mean that somebody is taking advantage of the church just because they have nice things. The Bible tells us in John chapter 7, verse 24, do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. In a personal example from my own life where I have been misjudged is my collection of luxury watches. I've been told it's not a good look for a Bible teacher. Well, let me explain. Except for maybe one or two of these watches, I didn't buy any of them. These watches were all my dad's, and I inherited them when he died. These watches remind me of him as I remember him wearing them. They're fun, they look like $1,000,000, they've got quality movements inside, but they're TV shopping network watches that don't hold a whole lot of resale value. I simply enjoy them and match them up with the outfit that I'm going to wear for the day, and I take care of them, but if I happen to scratch it, it's not a big deal. It's not that kind of watch. Many of them are automatics though, so even then I don't even have to worry about changing the batteries. I just wind them up and wear them. So if people were to make a rash judgment about Michael and his luxury watches, they might get the wrong idea that I have a lot of money or I'm flashy. When in reality, I'm an autistic person who struggles with employment and lives on a very tight budget. I'm fairly good with budgeting the little money that I do have as I want to be a good steward of God's provision for my life. So over the last few decades, I've collected a little collection of silver rings. I've owned, like I said, most of them for over a decade, and I just take care of my stuff. But please don't make the mistake of thinking that I'm a flashy guy. I like to dress fun, and my autism loves visual stimuli and things to fiddle with. Boy, if anyone ever hurts me to steal my watches, they will be quite disappointed as to how much they aren't worth in resale value. So the next time someone pulls up to your church in a nice car, just remember, they might just want free stuff and not have to pay for it. Or they could be borrowing the car from a friend. It could have been a gift from a parent. It could be rented. It could have a horrible long-term high interest rate that they got suckered into, etc., etc., etc. It's the same thing when you do a home visit with somebody asking for assistance from the church and you walk in and, well, they have a really nice TV. Well, again, they could have bought it when times were better, before somebody lost their job. It could have been a gift from a parent. It could be they might have saved up for the family television set so that they could watch TV together as a family. The fact that they could have bought it in better times. So the fact that somebody has a nice TV in their house does not automatically mean that the people don't need financial assistance. Let me leave you with an admonition to err on the side of grace when it comes to this one. Don't be a sucker, but err on the side of grace with this one unless you know for sure that someone is taking advantage. A person having nice stuff, according to what our definition of nice stuff is a very poor way to righteously discern that. Do people go from church to church to church just to take advantage and get free stuff? Yes, it happens. But not everything is a nail when you have a hammer in your hand. Make sure you have the proper facts to support your decision if you're going to refuse to help somebody asking for help on this, because this is one where someone that needs help might be wrongfully refused. When a person asks for help from the church, help them. Let me leave you with a story about a guy who was videotaped and absolutely was embarrassed and had his reputation smeared through the mud after witnesses confronted him for getting into a nice RV after a day of asking for money at an intersection with his cardboard sign. It just so happens that this man was a disabled person who struggled with being underemployed. He worked. He had a job, but he was underemployed. He was not making enough money at his full-time job to pay all of his bills and eat right every day. His parents had both passed away, and the inheritance that he had was going fast. As he noticed the inheritance going down, he literally made the decision to spend the last of his inheritance on this RV so that he could live in it. And it was a nice RV. It was very nice. But he was still, even though he owned this RV, he was still dirt poor. And that RV was the one thing that he did own in life that his parents bought him to live in. The people who recorded him looked really, really, really bad, which makes the church look bad, which makes God look bad, because they did not heed Jesus' own words in John chapter 7, verse 24, but rather rushed to judgment based on feelings and not knowing all the facts. So just remember, as you're out and about doing ministry and you're interacting with people, remember John chapter 7, verse 24. Do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.